Trying to get free from rejection and self-rejection and those thoughts that want to show up and begin to beat you up, it's important to remember that rejection can be a stronghold. And so you're literally demolishing, you're pulling down a stronghold thought by thought to demolish that thing. But then you also have to replace it with thoughts of love, acceptance, thoughts that literally where you're telling yourself God's truth. Who does God say you are? What does God say about you? You have to choose to tell yourself, I believe what God says about me. I choose to believe I am who He says I am, and replace those wrong thoughts, those thoughts of rejection and self-rejection that want to beat you up, that want to tell you that you're less than, that want to tell you you're not important, that want to tell you that nobody cares about you, that nobody loves you, that there's nobody there for you, that people wouldn't care if you were here or not. Those thoughts must be demolished in the name of Jesus, but you also have to replace those thoughts with thoughts that are truthful, thoughts that are God's truth, thoughts that are loving, and it's your choice to get to do that. You have to choose to do that. Now, for me, this was a process, and sometimes you're going to have to take and stand in your authority and say, soul, in the name of Jesus, you are not going to continue to speak down to me. Like, you are not going to continue this inner self-talk and like literally get authoritative and just make your mind up, come hell or high water, I'm getting free from this type of inner talk and this type of thought invading my life. I will choose to live out and believe I am who God says I am. You have to get tenacious in some ways, especially when it comes to rejection and self-rejection. They are a couple of areas that will try to destroy you and hinder you and hold you back, whether coming from the soulish realm or coming from the demonic realm, whether trauma-based or not. These are serious issues that you have to get very dogmatic, very tenacious about getting over in your life. But you hold the key. Your will, which is part of your soul, is a huge part of this. You have to choose that, nope, this is done. This is absolutely done. And then you have to hold yourself accountable to that. You can't say, this is done. I'm going to choose to get over this. I'm going to choose to believe I am who God says I am and think as He says I should think about myself, and choose to believe others when they compliment me, when they show me love and things like that nature. You can't choose that one day and then the next day spiral into shame or condemnation or self-condemnation or rejection or whatever, and choose to just let yourself spiral and get an attitude and be like, oh, well, it is what it. No, you have to choose with your own free will that this is a thing that you are going to overcome. And then you have to choose to hold yourself accountable to that choice and fight your way through. You have to decide, I'm fighting my way through this. I'm going to overcome this. I'm not going to always have this negative inner talk going on in me, regardless of where it's coming from. Your authority, your free will, and your holding yourself accountable is extremely key. And listen, you're the only one going to get you free with this. Yes, Jesus is going to help you. The Spirit of God is going to help you when you're doing the things. But really, your friends can't help you. Others around you can't help you, because all they're going to be able to do by saying, no, we love you. No, we would miss you if something happened to you. And, oh, but you're so special. All of the things that friends and family may say to you is just going to put a Band-Aid on things if you're not going to do the work. The work that you do, what you believe about yourself, is most important in what's underlying this. It's not what others believe about you. Most people that deal with this kind of thing, they already know that others are not really thinking ill of them. They're thinking ill of their own self. This is you versus you. I pray you win, conquer, overcome. Jesus said, I have made you more than a conqueror. Go forth and conquer. Rise up, warrior. You got this. You can do this. And your destiny, your purpose, those in your sphere are counting on you to do this. And you are worth it. And you are beautiful. And you are loved and cherished. And you do have great value. Do you believe that? I do.